My narrative is slightly different. We heard a lot of technology being spoken, so my narrative is rather around the intersection at which we sit as a technology distributor. That is customers, partners, technology, and we looking at the aggregation there. So my 2 cents, technology distribution is evolving, as most of us would have, seen. It's no longer a product-led engagement. We are talking basically, it's transforming into a, ecosystem collaboration, solution-led collaboration. If I were to dwell on this, this actually means that the narrative is changing. When you go to a customer, especially you talk to any enterprise, he would not talk about maybe cybersecurity or cloud, or for that matter any piece of technology in isolation. It's a convergence discussion that's happening right now, and that is the point I wanted to sort of make. No discussion can be done in an isolation. So it's a remarkable shift. It's a major shift that is happening. And at Iris, Global Services, we have been leading at the front. We have been, as they say, we have recently, signed up in a strategic partnership with Persistent Systems. They have a AI platform, Sasva. So we're pretty excited about it. And the important part is that, this is open for all the partners to collaborate and work with us and talk about AI-driven modernization, which is the need of the hour. And in the process, look at creating more avenues, more routes to address and, really look at the changing landscape. That was one. The second thought was on, how do you really look at the customer landscape? So the customer landscape and the conversations have changed. If you go to an enterprise today, you would hear resilience, scalability, you would hear AI readiness. So these are the thoughts that, are pretty profound when you go into any discussion. And we at, Iris, like I said, are in that journey where we are ready to have an outcome-based conversation enabled through our partners, where we have basically all the arsenal required to, confront and look at the requirements at an enterprise in terms of outcomes, in terms of speed of execution, in terms of the, the good side of AI. I mean, we heard a lot of talk on AI in terms of cybersecurity, etc. But yeah, so that was point number 2. And lastly, Sukanta, you said, you wanted me to comment on how do we, really look at ICT, in moving forward. I think ICT and, with the ecosystem that is getting built, we are looking at players who would stay relevant, who would be able to add value. And that's where I started technology, distribution, the old distribution getting moved into a technology sphere where you are capable to, at a very fast speed, get into execution and have an outcome-based, outcome.